Okay, we making another video. First, before I start the video, I gotta tell you how I got this shit. Right here. You cut this. This is how you do this eyebrow style. It's a great style. It's better than just plain old big eyebrow shit. See how I did it? Look at this shit. Fucking, I trim around it, and it just eventually ends up like that. See how delicious my self looks? You know you love to eat this ass out. Okay, now we're talking about political correctness. Now, I don't really, I'm not into politics or none of that shit. News, yes. I mean, quite to be honest with you, man, I'm a real motherfucker, but I don't really judge people. Like, that's the thing, man. If you come in legally, and I'm not saying that you should come here legally with criminal intentions, but, I don't judge no one. No one. I judge you by your actions and your attitude, man. I don't judge you if you a Syrian, if you a Russian, if you a fucking Muslim. What makes you think I think you're a criminal? Nah, nah. Most people who are Syrians and from other countries aren't criminals. Thing with that is, man, fucking government is usually the one that, and if they do become criminals, it's because the government keeps fucking with them. They need to get better governments, and I mean that's just my opinion, man. You gonna blame all the people in the country? Nah, most of them are nice people. Shit, I knew Russian prostitutes. I knew fucking good people who were Syrians and fucking Muslim. Got the nerve to tell me all these people are terrorists. Stupid, retarded blue boys and popo. Get the fuck out of here with your stupid shit. Your political correctness. But we're gonna talk about that today too. There's this one thing. Now I'm not racist. I'm not sexist. Um, I don't judge people by race, religion, or none. I base people shit on their actions and their attitude. Now, actions and attitude. Now, let's give an example of what I mean by political correctness. I pay the groceries for my house. I I do put in work. That's why I know I have the right to live here, regardless if my stepfather believes it or my own mother. I tell her, lady, who the fuck? I love my mom and stepdad a lot. They're truly good family members. I love them, but I tell you, I love them. But who the fuck you think you have the right to throw me out, motherfucker? I do the groceries. I take them in. I do the trash. I do the groceries. Who the? I mean, I do all the work around the house for the most part. Shit. So at the end of the day, like for me, I'm the type of guy where I feel if you gotta have a normal, successful society, when I was young, I never got a break in life. People are always fucking with me and abusing me. Not saying abuse is right, but the hard work ethics, I can understand and support that. Maybe not the abuse I dealt with as a kid, but let's be real. Who the fuck supports laziness? I don't. Now, I don't disagree with food stamps, and I don't hate like other races. Don't get me wrong, but if you're that lazy where now it's not a bad thing to not have a job. A lot of the country says, "Oh, if you don't have a job, you're a lazy fuck." Fuck you. Home Work at home is just as hard as a job. Not saying it's not good to have a job, but if you can't find one, you just can't find one. I mean, one day it'll happen for everybody, but I mean, that's the thing. Work is a good thing if you have time for it. So working at home is pretty much just as a job as work, but you don't get paid. Work at home is work. Sometimes you get money for it, but not like a job. I mean, jobs are hard to come by in society. The struggle is real. Struggle meals out this bitch. But political correctness, I think, like nowadays, I don't like really this time era because you make one little joke, not even a small joke. And I'm not saying I'm racist or sexist, but I'm a pretty funny guy. Most of my funny shit comes from shock value. Okay. Well, let me give you one. What where where do old elderly and worn out people work at? Um I was gonna make this joke earlier. Where do they work at? The older people that can't take care of their own damn restaurants. crippling business. You see, when people, you make simple jokes like that, which aren't meant to be taken personal. I don't. I have a lot of. You see, I love people who are older. I mean, I have a grandpa. I love him unconditionally to death, more than I do myself because I have no self esteem. I love my grandpa. He's a great guy. He doesn't support YouTube. He does support phones, but not YouTube. And I can understand because in his generation, he never had a YouTube or all that shit. He worked. He came here when he was like 9 years old in the country, and he worked a hard damn life. And I'm proud of him for it. I look up to him, and I'm proud of him. I'm not going to give away his name, but he's the best grandpa I could ever ask for. I love him, and I will be on his side to the very end of my life because I love him. I do love the guy. The guy really is a nice dude, and I love him, and he's very smart. He's very hardworking. And the good thing about him, he's smart and hardworking, but he doesn't take shit. I mean, all the scamming people calling him, he's like, fuck y'all, you'll back your wimpy ass up. He's like, oh, you're going to call me to donate money after all the. He's like, fuck you. I'll donate when I choose to donate. Yeah, that's how life rolls, motherfucker. Get shitted on. But, I love my grandpa. He's a great, hardworking guy. I love him because he is an example of what's good with this world. So I don't support political correctness. Oh, you gotta hide all your opinions and shit, and fuck you, all you government officials, you communist motherfuckers. But that's the thing, man. I don't care. I'm the type of guy that doesn't care. What the fuck? You expect me to just hide my honest but crude jokes and expect me to hide my ballsy opinions about the government and the country? Fuck you. Fuck you. I say what I need to say. This country, this world needs to hear the truth and the realness on why things happen. Like, let's give an example of political correctness. I don't support crime or any of that shit. But think about it this way. I do support some crime, but I'm not really a criminal person. Maybe a little. But when I was younger, I was the target of a lot of bullies and abusive people. So by the time I was 9 to 18, I've suffered a lot. Now, I stalked all my bullies and threatened them. I told them I know where they live and I'll beat the shit out of them. Even one of the bullies that was married to a sheriff told him, I'm gonna whip your fucking ass, put your ass on the floor. But I don't support it. It's just a matter of viewing things. For me, I had no sense of hope. So I don't feel bad about bullying and stalking my 10 bullies. I don't feel bad about threatening the government. But that's just me. I don't give a shit about the government. I don't care about adults who are self-centered and cocky. They can kiss my dick. I mean, that's just me. I don't hate the government, but I think they're all a bunch of self-centered, cocky motherfuckers. But I don't really support crime. Yeah, I've done a lot of things that were, debatable in the past, but I really wouldn't do it now. I don't support it. I've realized that I'm in pain, but the best way to deal with pain is to talk and make people understand that bullying and treating people like shit isn't right. Because you know what happens? It comes back to you after a couple of years. You get fucking shitted on, and honestly, it's not good for no one. No one wins out of that situation. I tell people, well, you think you're going to talk shit to someone who's a younger kid? You're going to get your ass whooped by a white boy. So, I'm not saying I understand, but I don't support, like, really big crime things. I don't support some things, maybe. But, all the school shootings and the news. You know why that happens? I can guarantee you it's not just ISIS. Fucking somebody gets bullied so bad at school, and there's two options when a person gets really abused. Suicide, which I don't support. School shootings. I don't support it, but I understand what's behind it. Not saying I would ever do something, because I fucked up a lot of people in mafia style, because they bullied me. But I don't support that shit. I'm just saying, you can kind of understand where it comes from. If you can't find your bully's number and address, I mean, what the fuck? You're so angry at the way the government treats you and shit? I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe the schools learn now to put more Like treat their kids like they're not fucking animals. Like they're not, oh, just sit down and not be heard. Fuck you, motherfucker. If you're not willing to hear the kids out, they're gonna fucking rape the shit out of the teachers. I mean, I'm just saying. You think it's funny to sit there and bully people? I don't support that. Everybody is equal, man. I don't give a fuck who you are. People are equal and deserve to be heard. So you think going around talking shit? I'd love to see that motherfucker get tased in the balls. But that's just me. You know, I'm willing to laugh at people suffering if they deserve it. That's just me. And most of the shootings is because in the old days, teachers never gave a fuck about no one but themselves because they were, cheap motherfuckers who didn't deserve the job to begin with. I can name 10 of them. But that's the end of the video. Political correctness is wrong, and people need to be honest with what they feel. Alright, fuck political correctness. I'm just saying. I'm a big YouTuber. I'm honest. But any of you have anything to say in the comments, what you think on it, let me know. Because I'm a really smart guy. I keep it real. I can understand why most of these sick crimes